Okay, so I've not fixed this recipe before. So this recipe calls for 8 ounces of ground chicken, 1 large egg, and a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese and Italian seasonings. I've got a 1-pound pack of ground chicken. I have measured out a 1/2 cup of parm. And then I'm going to put 2 eggs in here, and I am going to mix it up. I also have to add some Italian seasonings. It doesn't say how much. So I'm going to do like a palmful. This is what I'm using. Got my oven preheated to 450 degrees. I really expected this to not be quite as pliable. In the video that I watched, definitely looked like it was a whole lot stiffer texture. So what I'm going to do is add some Parmesan to it, and maybe it's the eggs. I did use extra large. I have added another 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, a little bit more spice. It says to roll it out good and flat on a pan lined with parchment paper. So that's what we're fixing to do. Flat, or as thin as I can make it. Try to get it the width of the paper, if at all possible, and hopefully that will be thin enough. So now it's time to bake this in a 450 degree oven. Alright, I got my timer set for 15 minutes. As soon as that comes out, I'm going to put a layer of Alfredo sauce on top of the chicken-based crust, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella, pop my veggies on top, and bake them until they're done to my liking. Well, they say you eat with your eyes, and I decided while this is baking to go ahead and grab up some sliced Greek Kalamata olives, because I just think that color selection right there looks really pretty. Normally I would have some sweet onion chopped up to go on here, but I've got a rescue dog that I know y'all seen in my other videos, and bless her heart, she's just a little beggar, and she's got to eat whatever I'm eating, and dogs aren't supposed to eat onions, so I'm leaving that out. I have checked the temp of the chicken, and it's measuring at like right at 170. I ended up cooking it about 7 minutes longer than the 15 that was recommended. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to chicken, I want to make sure it is done. First thing I'm going to do is pour some Alfredo. In case you're wondering where I got this recipe, it's from the Keto dude that says, hey, if you mix this, this, and this, you get this. And at the end he goes, hey. That kind of reminds me of Fonzie. Well, if you're too young to know who Fonzie was, I don't know what to tell you. I did use some Alfredo out of a jar, as you saw, obviously. Normally I make my own, but, you know, I had some left over from something I fixed the other night, which I can't stand. They have a lot of open things in there. I've always been somebody, you kind of buy it as you need it. I do keep a pantry stock. When it comes to stuff in the fridge, I kind of make a plan of what I want to fix for the week, and then I roll with that. Now I am going to start getting this thing decorated, and I do believe I'm going to have plenty of everything that that I've already cut up. We should have put the spinach down first. This look pretty, and let the mushrooms get good and cooked. I'm not the fanciest pizza maker, but you know what? It's all good. I guarantee it'll get eaten. I'm going to drop me a few olives on top. So I'm going to pop this thing back in the oven until all my veggies look good and cooked, and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so here we go. Here is the finished product. I'm going to let it set for just a few minutes before I cut into it. I'll let you know if it was worth the effort, the trouble, whatever. Okay, so a little tiny piece of the crust, or the chicken crust, was stuck to the side of the pan, and I peeled it off. It's about 4,000 degrees, or feels like it is. But I'm going to take a little tiny bite and let you know if it tastes halfway decent anyway. Actually, it's not bad. It kind of reminds me of tasting like Italian sausage, to be honest with you. Okay, so I let this cook for about 7 minutes on 450. Everything's got a nice texture to it. It's still hotter than a firecracker, so I'm going to give it another minute or two. But as far as picking it up, hey, it's got a pretty good little feel to it. Okay, so this is supposed to be a keto recipe. Do I need to be on a keto diet? Yeah, probably. Am I going to? Most likely not. I enjoy cooking and eating too much. But for the win, that looks like a legit type of crust. And when you add the toppings and the sauce and the cheese to it, it's like eating an Italian sausage pizza. And it's keto, if that matters to you. If it doesn't, whatever. But hey, I would definitely give it a try.